Hello. What's up tonight? Tonight? This afternoon. Let's go with this afternoon. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. What is up, Gollum MTG, Trav, Dr. Semet, El Miscure, Danny R, Zeldozak, of course, Dire Human, how are you? The Gamer MTG, Wounded Satellite, Diamond Soulless, welcome to the visual, thank you so much for your subscription, big super cheer for you. Is the sound working? I don't think it is. One second. What? Always podcast day throws me off. I don't know if we're hearing the splash or not. Hopefully, let me know if you hear the splash. Hey, what's up, Buffalo? Good to see you. Welcome. Kurzik, Raskala, Matthias, Emmer. How is everyone today? Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend, and we're going to have fun today. I'm excited. We haven't played Modern enough lately, I don't think. So we are moderning with a Ponza-esque Elder Gargaroth Blood Moon shenanigans deck. At least to start. We'll see if we got extra time. I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure it out, but we're going to have some fun. McFly! Blood Moon time. Best time for the 6th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Why are we not getting the splash? What did I do? What did I do wrong? There's always, I can hear the splash, but you can't hear the splash. Strange days. All right, hopefully it starts working now. So hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Yeah, we are Blood Mooning today, and then tomorrow, Zendikar spoilers start, which is going to be sweet. Are you willing to discuss leaked cards, or is that taboo? I'm on the stream, I'm pretty okay with that. I usually just give people a heads up if we're going to talk about a leak card. I try to avoid doing it on Twitter, just because on Twitter, if I just post it, then people don't really have a choice if they see it or not. But on the stream, like, personally, my feeling on leaks is once they're public, there's no reason not to talk about them. That's always been my opinion and stance on leaks. Other people disagree, but yeah, so I don't think it's against the rules on the stream by any stretch, as long as we give people a heads up. Yeah, you gotta have the different copies. That is essential Blood Moon deck building. Different copies of each, maximum trollage. I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so this deck, and then we'll do our reminders, we'll start playing Magic. So this deck, the reason I want to play it, yes, it's very Ponzi-y, for the most part. I mean, we only have 4 pillages, so it's not super land destruction heavy, but it's very similar. Green-red, ramping, mid-rangey, Blood Moony. The real reason I want to play this deck, though, is Elder Gargaroth. Elder Gargaroth is a card that looks so crazy. Like, reading it, it's like Questing Beast. It's got so much text on it. The problem is, it hasn't really been that good in Standard. It doesn't do anything immediately, but it might be that in Modern, where you dodge Fatal Push, and you dodge Lightning Bolt, and you get this massive trampling, card-drawing, life-gaining, beast-making 5-drop. This might be the format. This might be the format for Gargaroth, so we're going to figure that out today. Is there a reason not to go for a 2-2 split with Gargaroth and Glorybringer? We're going to find out. I want to see how good Gargaroth really is. That is the main reason I want to play this deck, because if it's good in this deck, that theoretically means it's good in other decks, and we could potentially do some Gargaroth shenanigans. Maybe some sort of, like, I don't know. What else could you do with Gargaroth? What other shenanigans are there? Beast Tribal? We need Ravenous Baloth. So yeah, we're starting. Yeah, it doesn't dodge Path, unfortunately, but it dodges a lot. So starting with Modern today, but let's do our reminders real quick, start playing Magic, and then we'll go from there. Hit Platinum in Standard rank this month. Ooh, congratulations, Desi Doyle. Was super proud. Don't play every day even. Ooh, what have you been playing? I mean, this Draw 2 Sacrifice Rakdos deck. Ooh, let me take a peek, Destructor. Hey, Seth, were you playing Liliana Tribal of the day? Because Saffron Olive took me to the Cleaters. Oh, it's a secret. We might have broke Historic with Liliana. But that's coming. Don't worry. Yes, I was playing Liliana Tribal, and the deck is super good. But there's a video coming, so we can't play it on stream yet. 2021 Grixis. Ooh, that looks like a Crim deck. Rakdos draw Deuce. That looks sweet. Yeah, the draw two mechanic, I feel like it's underexplored. The Iron Crate Pyromancer, we saw that be really good in the tutelage deck. Jimmy Thermo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Hey, welcome, Lixar, how are you? Good to see you, good to see you. All right, so reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future, normal YouTube. Tonight, Budget Magic, going to Modern. It's a fun one. Against the Odds, also Modern this week. Vraska Tribal, and then Liliana Tribal and Historic. It is coming. It is coming. It's been recorded. It's coming this week, and that one is super sweet too. There's some sweet videos coming this week, so make sure. I know spoiler season. Also, spoiler videos start tomorrow, so we're gonna so much on the YouTube, so much. Also, I can't tell you what it is yet, but there's a big YouTube. Something big happening on YouTube tomorrow. It'll be announced tomorrow, which is going to be interesting. A big shift that I think will be a really good thing. So anyway, all that stuff's coming on the YouTube. A reminder that our sponsor tonight, hey, what's up, Braymores? How are you? Is Card Kingdom. And maybe you need double masters. You haven't got them all yet. Maybe it's time to prepare for Zendikar Rising. Spoilers starting tomorrow, 11 a.m. stream from WotC. You can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Maybe you need a Planeswalker deck Sorin for some reason. You can get that too over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playbets, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated. Never required. $2 or more gets your message right on stream. And the Discord is new and improved, so check it out if you're interested. Yeah, it was really weird so I think I figured it out. So if you didn't see it on the YouTube, also I didn't mention this. We played Persist combo for Much Brew last night. Modern Persist combo, which was pretty sweet because that originally was a Budget Magic deck, and now it's kind of like non-budgety and developing into like a real-ish deck. So it was cool to be able to play that. But for some reason that I couldn't figure out, YouTube demonetized it and said it was for like either really bad swearing or constant swearing, and I could not figure it out what I had done to like anger the YouTube gods. But someone actually went through and watched it, and apparently the way that I was saying kitchen finks or finks, YouTube's like auto transcription caption thing was turning finks into a slurry word that starts with the letter F, and apparently somehow that the best I can figure that somehow triggered YouTube system and they demonetized it. And yeah, so my sister was asking who I was watching. I said the best Magic player in the world. Well, that is a huge compliment. Thank you so much. I don't know if I would consider myself that, but we're gonna have some fun regardless. So we are playing some Gargaroth Moon. It's kind of Ponzi-y. So the idea of this deck, it's pretty simple. Early game, ramp with Arbor Elf and Utopia Sprawl. What are we ramping into? We do have a little land destruction with Pillage. Our big one is Blood Moon. We have Klothys, which Klothys is so good. Klothys is a very good Magic card. But we also have, a Chandra, some Bloodbraid Elves for value. Just kind of like some good stuff. Seasoned Pyromancer for card draw. The real payoff, though, and what this is really all about, Elder Gargaroth, the M21, vigilance, reaching, trampling beast that does things when it attacks or blocks. So idea is, we kind of lock our opponent a little bit, do a little bit of ramping, slam a Gargaroth, win the game with Gargaroth, and that's essentially the deck. Otherwise, in the sideboard, we get to boil out the blue decks, we get some life gain, we get some artifact and enchantment and storm hate, we get graveyard hate, we get some flame slashes for removal, some more blood moons, and that's the plan. Elder Gargaroth, Blood Moon. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. Hey, what's up, David Runner? How are you? Welcome. Blacklist Jun. I think Blacklist Jun is would be a reasonable name for it too. Yeah, let's do a league. Let's do a league and see how Gargaroth goes. I haven't gotten a chance to really play Gargaroth, like at all. So I definitely have not played it in Modern, period. I feel like, I don't even know if I played it in Standard, honestly. I feel like we've played it. Have we played it? I don't think we played it anywhere. Yeah. You may not be the best Magic player, but you are my favorite. Well, Zurus, you're my favorite Twitch commenter. Don't tell everyone else in the chat. Shh. Oh, wait. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Twitch stream mode achieved. Ooh. Turn 2 Blood Moon? I will accept a turn 2 Blood Moon. You should try Ruterra. It's an amazing card game. I have not tried Ruterra at all yet, but I want to. Opponent. Oh, our Blood Moon. Well, okay. Okay, that's not good. Oh yeah, we are technically not 1-0 yet. Give it time. We're getting there. So chat, what do you want from Zendikar? And have you heard, what do you think of this rumor? So the latest leak / rumor, and I don't know about this one, but the latest leak / rumor suggested that I think we're going to Utopia. Well, you know what? Let's Arbor Elf. This does mean Fatal Push turns off our Blood Moon, but I think that's okay. So, what do you think about this? I don't know if it's a leak or a rumor, technically, but the word going around, Lotus Cobra? Lotus Cobra. Do you really think that Lotus Cobra, like, would come back to standard? Is it, wow, what is some black artifact deck? What are we up against? Takes blood. So, opponent does not apparently care about this Blood Moon. Is this Lantern Control? What is happening? What in the world is happening? It's Lantern Control, isn't it? I have no idea. Okay. Well, we will Stomping Grounds, untapped. We will Utopia Sprawl on red. Tap, untap. We are gonna Blood Moon. I mean, I don't know how much it's gonna do here, but we're gonna run it out. Lantern Control in 2020. That's a thing. That's a thing people do. Lotus Cobra and Standard will be fine. I mean, would it? I mean, it probably would be. It does die to removal, which is the good news. There's no fetch lands, at least that we're aware of, which is also good news. Oh boy, if we can find a Gargaroth. Come on, Gargaroth. Klothys probably just beats our... Klothys probably just beats our opponent's deck by itself. Well, good game, opponent. I think we do not attack yet. Pass the turn. Renan's... What is happening? Basic swap in Fetcher's Fair Renin 6 Ghoul... What is going on? An opponent scoops it up. That is the weirdest pile of things I've ever seen. Main deck Surgical, Gilded Goose, Renin 6, Ghoul Caller's Bell, a bunch of artifact lands? What is this deck doing? Is this like Lantern Control Jund hybrid? Mix them all together? Luista M, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super. I mean, they are playing all modern playable cards. Well, I don't know about Goo Caller's Bell without more support, but they are all good Magic cards. Wow, they just don't fit together that well. Yeah, Clothis is really insane. Hey, what's up, King of Carrot Flowers? How are you? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. I'm doing well. We're playing modern, so I'm doing very well. Well, Cindervines. How do you sideboard against this? Cindervines, I think in? I don't even know. Relic, maybe? I wish... I have no idea. Inventors for Basic Swamp, Renin 6. What is happening? Well, we definitely want Cinderglades. I think, maybe. Are we trying to blow up Ghoul Caller's Bells? Are they in Staring Break? Like... Do we sideboard like it's Jund or Lantern Control? I think I want the Cindervines at least. Gorgeous! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Between 1 and 5, how hyped are you for Zendikar? Ooh, I'm gonna say 4. I'm pretty excited. I think it's gonna maybe even more than that. So I'm excited for it for multiple reasons. One is rotation's coming finally. 2 is original Zendikar was sweet, and this is supposed to be designed similarly to original Zendikar. So that's really exciting. I think this set's gonna. I think they're pulling out all the stops, and the two. Oh, they set out a 5. They said on a scale of 1 to 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably like 8, 8.5, somewhere in that range. But yeah, it is. I'm very excited for it. And the two cards we've seen so far, the Planeswalkers, are super unique. I mean, yes, I am a little worried that there's going to be busted stuff. Like, that is always... Oh, do we just run it back? Maybe we just run it back. All right, 1 Cindervine, so we're going on a Bone Crusher. Let's just do it like that. I don't even know what our opponent's doing. How hyped are all of you, chat? Scale of 1 to 10. I like the 1 to 10 to scale better. Scale of 1 to 10. What's your hype level for Zendikar? Hey, what's up, Abigail? How are you? I'm doing well. We are moderning. Some people leak Lotus Cobra reprint. I mean, maybe. Yes, there was a leak with someone saying that. Although, still, with unconfirmed stuff, you gotta wait and see. I would think that it's probably real. I think that the flip lands are probably real as well. 7 because no Eldrazi. Would it be higher or lower if there were Eldrazi? It seems like people are pretty hyped. Have not seen too many low scores. Everyone's in the upper... Wow, opponent's going to 4. Oh, we might not get to see more of this craziness. I really want to see what our opponent's deck is actually about. Maybe we intentionally lose to see to see more of our opponent's deck? Lower. I mean, I don't want Eldrazi. Do people really like Eldrazi? Interesting. Wait, so people are disappointed? No. Mulda 4-0 lander? Oh, they have... Okay. This deck. I love it. Stopping rounds go. Wait, do people like Eldrazi? Is that actually something that people want more of? I'm actually not like a big fan of Eldrazi. Like, I liked Eldrazi the first time, but I like them... I'm just so confused by your opponent's deck. But I like them a lot less the second time. The first time around, they were sweet. This... Oh my god, it is. It really is. It's Lantern Control Jund Hybrid. That is the best or worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, that is so sweet. I'm going to ask him. Well, we will play a land. We will play a Cindervines past the turn. Oh, they haven't responded yet. We'll see. No, this was it. No, this is an actual deck from a Moto dump? Really? No. If you have a link to our opponent's deck, send it to me and we'll play it. Swing for 0 for the 35th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop for you. Really, it's not too often that I play against someone's deck and I have no idea what's going on. But this is one of those times where I have no idea. They can play any card and I would not be surprised at this point. No, so Magic Online publishes deck lists a couple times a week. Oh, there's a 5 old... There's a... Okay, this is a published deck list. Okay, this is an actual... Someone find the link! Alright, we gotta look this up. No, wait, this is a real thing. Maybe we're switching to this pile. Lantern Control was sweet when it first came out. Let me see if I can actually find this list. We have a new subscriber, Chris. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. And Ian Miller, welcome you as well. Big soup here for you. Thank you. Wait, is that an actual list? Let's see if we can find this. Oh, okay. I mean, all right. Does that count? That's kind of... So, that's not exactly... It looked a lot weirder because of their draw, I think, than it actually is. This is kind of Lantern Control. That's... There's no Tarmogoyfs. We could add Tarmogoyfs. Okay. Well, we will play a mountain, play a Clothis past the turn. It's kind of just Lantern Control, so it's a little less spicy than I thought. Thank God you're playing Modern. It was the only reason I watched your video since Standard Pioneer dead. Love the Modern meta is the second best format next to EDH. Yeah, it's a Modern day today. There's actually quite a bit of Modern. Last night's Mucha Brew was Modern. Tonight's Budget Magic is Modern. So a lot of Modern this week. Opponent Renin sixes. What do you think about the flip lands if they are real? They seem poorly designed personally. So, ooh, Ashiok. Ashiok is a little frightening. Well, eat that, hit ya. Play a Season Pyromancer. Yeah, play Season Pyromancer. I mean, discard Clothis for sure. Discard Clothis and Season Pyromancer. There's Gargs. I don't know if this is Garg's time, though. Play the land, because Gargs can't attack. Well, I guess we can blow up the Lantern. So we can play Gargs and then blow up the Lantern. That seems like a good plan. Fat Master, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I haven't played much Pioneer lately. Are you missing it? Magic, it's kind of weird. One thing I've noticed with content recently, so they added Historic, they added Pioneer. It used to be pretty simple. It was like, hey, we play Standard or we play Modern, and occasionally throw a Legacy or something. Now we have Standard and Modern, plus we have Historic, which is sweet. We have Pioneer, which can be sweet at sometimes. So there's so many formats to juggle. Oh, no. We gotta crack this. Yes, we will crack this. Grab a Stomping Grounds, untapped. Okay, now I like where we're at for the most part. Yeah, we're going to blow up the bridge. Or we could just leave it out and try to get our opponent to die to it. But I think, all right, opponent pings the Elemental. Sure. We're drawing another Clothis somehow. Well, we will Cinder Vines. Get rid of the bridge. Start killing Planeswalkers. Untap. Eat a bridge. Hit our opponent. Wow, we're actually kind of close to just winning here. Well, we'll go to combat. We will... Let's see. Hit... Actually, do we just ignore them and try to win? Opponent's drawing Gilded Goose. I mean, we hit our opponent to 7. Put our opponent to 1? And then try to Clothis for the win? Or do we kill Planeswalker? I guess killing Planeswalkers is safer. Let's kill Renin 6. So Renin 6 down. Play Season Pyromancer. Draw some cards. Potato David! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Do you think there will be a red legendary creature like Omnath? Do you think... do you see the creature Nahiri was fighting in the alternate art? Ooh, I did not notice that. I do think that it's likely... sorry, Gargs. I do think that it's likely we will get an Omnath in the set. I think it's very likely. Is this the adult stream or the family-friendly version? They're all family-friendly. YouTube just doesn't realize it. Oh, welcome back to the Fishbowl, Potato David. Thank you so much for the 15th month. Big super cheer for you. You're going to play my Step Tribal deck on Commander Clash Viewer Submitted Week. Ooh, possibly Crazy M. Omnath is confirmed. Is Omnath confirmed or just like leaked? It's hard to keep up with what is leaked and what is confirmed. Okay, if it's on the box, then it is confirmed, I would say. I don't think I've actually seen the boosters yet. Oh no, it wasn't a big deal. Just today's Mucha Brew episode. Wow, opponent cracks to shuffle? Opponent's full on desperation mode. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Ashiok mills us. Yeah, this deck is not as exciting as our opponent's deck is not as spicy as I was hoping it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really spicy. So the rumor is that the land cycle from Zendikar, which based on Mark Rosewater's hints, I think it's probably true. So here's the land cycle, presumably, and about it, scoops it up. So okay, so basically. Apparently flip cards are coming back. That's the rumor, not confirmed. That's a rumor. So flip cards coming back, and the land cycle, if it is true, one side is like taps for blue mana, the other side taps for white mana, let's say, or blue and red, whatever color combination. And then when you play it, you get to choose to play it like face up or face down, essentially. So it's only going to make one color of mana on the battlefield, but I assume it's going to come into play untapped, and you get to choose. Yeah, there was a mention of 6 lands. I don't know what the 6th one was. Like, wastes? Good wastes on both sides with different art? I don't know. Wastes and... I don't know. We'll have to see. I would assume Omnath is a card that Morrow said will not empty. Yeah, that sounds like a... So, I would assume Omnath is like a bunch of colors, legendary... and probably has a bunch of abilities. Maybe it mashes together like all the old Omnath abilities. How are you in your back doing? My back finally is like 95%. Every once in a while, if I move wrong, it hurts a bit, but it's so much better than it was. The Counterland, if that's real, that is the most broken card. I don't know what to say. Like, if that's a real thing, that is the most broken card they've printed in a long time. I think that's like Oko level broken. Like, that would be absolutely busted. So I think it's not real, but what do you think of the call out and art of Caleb's Cabal the Wizard video? Have you seen it yet? So I've seen the art on Twitter, but I haven't actually seen the video yet. Is the video out? I think this is a one land no keeper. Alright, this is better. We'll keep this. Keep this. Put a... What are we putting to the bottom? Pillage? We might regret putting Pillage to the bottom. We'll see. So here's I'll have to look up Caleb's video. I didn't know it was out yet. I think the art's definitely sweet, and I was honored that he asked me to be in it. Yeah, what did you think of the weird card art video? Like, do you like videos like that? They're, like, very casual and different than, like, gameplay or whatever. I think they're kind of fun, though. I don't know. It's really... If it's something y'all like, I would consider doing more of them, because I think it's kind of fun to talk about stuff like that. Have to think of some more good topics. The other thing is, like, I'm definitely not an art critic, so I always feel a little bit weird. And someone in the comments actually pointed that out. They were like, well, you did not talk about the cubism and the references to the Dutch masters. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Dutch who? So yes, I'm definitely not an art critic. So it comes from a very like casual place where that's not my area of expertise at all. Top 10 jank. Top 10 alternate win conditions? That would be sweet. That would be a good one. Top 10 jankiest. Top 10 jankiest alternate win conditions. That might be the next one I do. Most broken cards ever. The thing about most broken cards ever is it would just be the companions. The 10 companions. So it would be the companion video, take 2. That's probably a bit of an exaggeration. You know what? If you want to trade your... actually, how do we... What do we do about a Glade Cover Scout? Gargaroth. Maybe Gargaroth can save us. The Frozen Celt. Welcome to the Fishbowl. We're not going to attack. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you know that Stasis was done by established artists? I did know that it was Garfield's aunt. That's interesting because it's so... What is the most difficult alt-win condition? Ooh, that's a really good question. Coalition Victory is pretty tough. Coalition Victory really asks for a lot. It might be Coalition Victory. Yeah, that's the one that immediately comes to mind. If I thought about it more, maybe there's... This is probably a really bad matchup. If I thought about it more, maybe there's something else that could be comparable, but I'm going to go with Coalition Victory. Happily Ever After is not as hard as Coalition Victory, for sure. And it's a... Oh, alright, sure. And it's arguably a better card, I would say. In that it draws you a card and gains you life when it comes into play, when Coalition Victory is just like a million. Helix Pinnacle, I think, is actually easy. I would say if I was going to do the easiest, Hedron Alignment is also very hard. That actually might be harder than Coalition Victory. That's a really hard one. I think that Helix Pinnacle is one of the easiest. Artistel for the 25th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. To 25 more indeed. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. So the thing about Helix Pinnacle is all it really says is make infinite mana. Like, if you make infinite mana, you achieve it. And it's not that hard to make infinite mana. There's competitive decks that make infinite mana, like Devoted Druid in Modern with Vizier Remedies. So I think that's why, if you want to do it without an infinite mana combo, then it's actually very difficult. Hedron Alignment, I believe, is impossible in EDH, and it's very hard in other ones. And it's very hard in other formats as well. I actually think that Battle of Wits is like... I think that Battle of Wits is relatively easy. Like, we've seen with Yarion, the downside is just... Ugh. Yeah, we're definitely losing here. Well, play a Mountain. How do we beat Boggles? Can we even beat Boggles? Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard him. Draw him. Gargaroth. But this is bigger than our Gargaroth. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Oh, this feels tough. We do not have Boggles answers. What? Near-death experience. I would put near-death experience. You know what? I'm gonna make a video ranking the alt-win conditions. The more that we're talking about this, the more that I think that would actually be interesting. Huh? Would you watch that video? Because this actually sounds like a really interesting topic now that we talk about it. Because I think so, and we've played most of them on against odds. I think I'd rank near-death experience in the middle of the pack, just because there are some like Worship, Angel's Grace. There are a few things that like set you to one life. So the challenge becomes, can you have one of those things and then kill yourself, essentially? So you go to one life instead of losing the game. So I think I put it in the middle. How many win the game cards are there? Are there way too many to do? Oh, there's more and more. Are there way too many? I guess we should also sideboard this Boggles match. I'm gonna do that video because I think it would actually be interesting. I'm gonna move that to the top of my list for the next top 10 video because I think it would be really fun. All right, so we'll bring in Cindervines. Oh, I feel like this is just our nightmare matchup. Cindervines in, Grafdigger's Cage, no. Relic, no. Weather the Storm, maybe, but not really. Ooh, Renin 6 probably doesn't do anything. Maybe we just gotta try to max jink them out. Like, maybe they have a hand without basics and we can just mana screw them. That's probably our most realistic plan. But this feels tough in a bunch of ways. And go down a couple of bolts. All right. I went with Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia is a fun one. I like Triskaidekaphobia. Yeah, Thassa's Oracle is the easiest. I think Thassa's Oracle was a mistake. I love win the game cards, and I feel like Thassa's Oracle is just too easy. Scott Farkas, welcome to the Fishbowl. Approach would also be high on the easiest list. What else is here? Like, how many of these are there? Are there just too many to do in one video? Ooh, boy. There's actually a lot. What if we narrow it down to Modern? Modern legal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, coalition victory. You need a creature of each color in a basic land of each type, and you got to cast a 8 mana 5 color sorcery. That's a tough one. And it might be possible to do in a video. Oh, Darksteel Rector is also pretty hard. That one's tough. Biovisionary's not that. Oh, Baron Glory is also. Baron Glory is also a hard one. Approach is one of the easiest. That would be one of the easiest by far. The empty library ones, Jace, Thassa's Oracle, Lab Maniac, those are, I think, the #1 easiest. To the point where I think Thassa's Oracle is too good. Yeah, I think we'll actually do that. I think it'd be a fun video. We have a new donation from. What happened to our match? Are we already dead? Have we already been boggled? From Wounded Satellite, $2 donation. Hey Seth, I love the idea for the win condition video. Would you count opponent lose the game cards like Door to Nothingness? Also, please play Door to Nothingness deck. I've never seen it work. We've played Door to Nothingness in the semi-distant past. However, we could revisit it. That's a good question. Do you think that lose the game cards should be included? Or should they be their separate thing? How many lose the game? There's stuff that makes you lose the game. Are there enough opponent lose the game cards to actually make a separate list? There might not. Top 10 cards that make you lose the game would be funny. Like, Lich's Mirror is such a weird card. Have we ever done Lich's Mirror against odds? I don't think we have. I don't know. If you would lose the game, instead shuffle your hand, graveyard, library, and all your permanents into your library. Draw 7 cards, your life total becomes 20. How do you abuse that? I feel like, so here's the thing. Like, when you read this card, you're like, okay, I play this. It keeps me from dying. That's awesome. But you lose all your permanents. Like, everything goes away, so aren't you just going to get immediately killed anyway? Yeah. I remember the vintage one. That's the only one I've seen. Yeah, let's just Utopia Sprawl on red. This guarantees Blood Moon next turn, and that's our hope. Hope that it's enough. Oh, fetch can get a basic. Come on, dual land. Opponent, not greedy enough. All right, Glade Cover Scout. Well, land. And Blood Moon. Pass the turn. Oh, come on. No planes. No planes. No planes. No planes. Oh, we got a chance. There's hope. Boat it. Ranker. All right. Clock increasing slowly. Well, this was our best pathway to victory. Turn 0 win con decks. Ooh. That would be sweet. How many of those are there? How many decks can actually? Ooh, we don't have the red mana. How many decks can literally win the game? All right, Arbor Elf. How many decks can literally win the game on turn 1? I don't think there's too many. Where do you get decks you play on stream from? So, stream decks are usually a mixture of decks that have been played somewhere, like a Magic Online tournament or whatever. So played somewhere, or decks that I build or viewers submitted decks. So the stream is more or less just like what I kind of feel like playing at the moment. Or what y'all let me know that you want to play. Having an opponent lose the game. All right, opponent plays a mountain. Bloodbraid. We're at 13. All right, so I think step 1. Pillage the forest. Pass the turn. Step 2, Gargaroth. And this is an example of Gargaroth. This is exactly it. We were wondering, is Gargaroth better than Glorybringer? And right now, Glorybringer I don't think would win us this game, but Gargaroth I think will. So that doesn't mean it's always better, but in this case, I think it actually is better. It definitely is better right now, but this is a vote in Gargaroth's favor. All right, Gargs, down. Pass the turn. Opponent. Can you build door to nothingness for the next Commander Clash? Ooh. So the next, Commander Clash, the next couple of themes are not good themes for door to nothingness, but I will move that to the top of my list for the next, like, anything goes or whatever. A little cheeky for the 34th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not legendary. Gargaroth Tribal. I'm surprised our opponent didn't scoop him up yet. Well, here comes Gargs. We will draw a card. Oh, Charon's good. It's good. Oh, we still got to play Camelot. Have you played Win the Game Tribal for Commander Clash? I did a long time ago, I believe, but I would have to double check it. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, Beast Token gets left out. I think there are times when it's correct. If we have extra time after a Modern League, maybe we'll try Camelot for the end of the stream, because that is one that people have asked about, and I did want to try it out. And we haven't got a chance, so maybe we can sneak in some games at the end of the stream, switch it up. I have a budget Abzan Delirium deck for Pioneer. Should I submit it? I would love to see it. So as far as deck submissions, I love looking at decks on stream, but I usually, well, I mean, we gotta try it. But they usually do not stick around after the stream because the links get closed. So if you want to make sure I remember it, you can share it on stream, but also just like send me an email, saffronolive@mtgoldfish.com. Oh, in Blood Moon we trust. Oh, Noble Hierarch. That's awkward. Well, Misty Rainforest. Crack it for a forest. Oh, so our opponent's going to have mana? That's not fair. Our opponent's not supposed to be able to cast anything. Those are the rules. Camelot was a viewer. Hey, what's up, Blur? How are you? I'm doing well. Camelot was a viewer-submitted deck that we did a deck tech of. Wow, they're going in on the Hierarch. Okay. All right. All about the Hierarch. The noblest of hierarchs. Well, Wooded Foothills. Get a mountain. And tap, untap. Tap, tap. Play a Blood Moon. Blood Moon you. Opponent's got a 3/4, and they can still kind of cast things. Zolgan! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Ooh, Arkham Dixon would be a good against odds card. Yeah, what are some cards that we haven't done or done recently on against odds that you want to see on future polls? Oh, the season ends. We're not going to make Mythic this season. I'm like Diamond 2 or something. Slightly outside of Mythic. Opponent. Well, Stomping Grounds. Tap untap. Tap tap tap. Bloodbraid Elf. Spin it to win it. Well, pillage. About it. Oh no! Okay. I was not expecting that. Interesting. I'll hit you with Bloodbraid Elf. Pass the turn. Bitter Ordeal's a good one. I don't think we've done that one either. Another Horizon. Oh no. Oh no. Rancor. Oh. Oh, they're going to get us. Opponent hits us. Yeah. Down to 11. I'll play Magus of the Moon. Hit you. Ooh, this thing's so big and trampoly and first striking. Oh, we were so close. Oh, we're the same rank? Yeah, I don't especially care about hitting Mythic, except the reset is a little rough. Because I've noticed people, if you drop down to like gold, some people are like, I don't know. I wish you were at a higher level for videos. So that is a little bit tough. Yeah, Clothis is probably our plan for next turn. It will be on. If our opponent doesn't have Path, maybe that can keep us in it. Opponent gets in, hits us. And I guess if they Path, at least they're tapping their Hierarch. So we go to 4. Oh, can the god save us? Scavenging goes, well, play Clothis. Oh, it's not on! Oh, we're dead. Oh, chat! You just saved me, chat! Your mana counting was lacking. Oh, we're dead then. Oh, wow. Oh, no! I've been jamming a sweet blue-black rose. You should check it out. Wow, that was close. 1 mana symbol short. Boggles. Boggles. I hate Boggles. Hexproof! I'm not a fan of Hexproof. Hexproof should not be a... I mean, really, it's my fault. I should have counted. I just assumed that it was correct. I've been jamming sweet blue-black Rogues deck. You should check it out. Feels competitive best of 3. Also, love the Persist combo deck. It was sweet. Keep up the bros. Hey, thank you, Doug McQuid. What does your Rogue deck look like? All right, so we're 1-1. Oh, I thought we were gonna get that one. We actually made it a close race. That was a weird game. Opponent went in on a non-hexproof creature. Bring back Shroud. Bring back Shroud. Yeah, Shroud is a much better mechanic. Apparently, Wizards doesn't think we're smart enough to have Shroud. that was my reading of their reason to get rid of it. It's not difficult though. It's so simple. I really don't understand why anyone struggles with it because it just can't be targeted. Like it's that simple. Like can't be targeted. There's not really anything, in my opinion, there's not really anything complicated about it. Well, Forest and Arbor Elf, go. How many times did you try to mutate on a human? That's true. But that requires reading a creature type. Bloodstained Mire, opponent. Ugh, if they can kill this and we don't draw lands, things could be sketchy. I have tried to mutate. Oh, it's Dredge. I have tried to mutate on humans many times. That is true. Well, Windswept Teeth, crack it. Stomping Grounds, untapped. Tap, untap. Tap, tap. Blow up your land. Although there's a Shriek Horde, and Dredge doesn't really need... Oh, mills 2 lands. Okay. Dredge often doesn't need mana, but it untaps. I know you built mono green liquid metal coating, but how about a green white liquid metal deck? Ooh, do you have a list, Sunmaster? Liquid metal coating is definitely super sweet. City Brass, opponent, Pyasin. Yeah, Cathartic Reunion is their scariest card. Gargaroth. Well, tap, untap. Tap, tap. Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard. Pyromancer Lightning Bolt. Ooh, no lands, no lands. Pass the turn. Opponent, Narcomoeba Creeping Chill. No Dredger, though. No Dredger yet. Opponent gets an Narcomoeba. Some prediction for tomorrow's previews. I heard some voice of Lotus Cobra reprint. Do you think it would be too powerful in Standard and eventually Pioneer? Smiting Hex, Stinkweed Imp. Okay. So opponent did hit their Dredger. Uh-oh. Ooh. Dredges, bunch of loams. Tapland. Ooh. Ooh. Red mana. Oh, they have more card draw. So tomorrow's previews, Lotus Cobra. I think it's okay in formats without fetch lands. Well, like standard formats without fetch lands, basically. In older formats, I think it's okay in general. So I think it'll be fine as long as there's no fetch lands. I mean, we have a bunch of accelerants. So that's the main reason. Like, Utopia Sprawl and Arbor Elf both ramp. And then Clothis ramps. So we do have a lot of extra ways to print mana. Well, they finally print Armageddon. I would be shocked. Shocked if we got Armageddon. Conflagrate for next turn. Well, Utopia Sprawl on red. Tap, untap. Bloodbraid Elf, spin it to win it. Into Utopia Sprawl on green. Oh, this Conflagrate's gonna wreck us. Go attacking. Hit ya. What do you want to see in Zendikar? This is maybe the best question. What other reprints could we see? I think that's a really interesting question. Wizards, they seem like they focused more on reprinting, at least with Core Set 2021. So I kind of think that we might see more good reprints. Oh, we're going to get Wrath, aren't we? Conflagrate. Down to 11 from Creeping Chills. Another Conflagrate in the graveyard. And this is like Dredge Burn. Oh, Yarok reprint would be sweet. Tireless Tracker is very good. We could use more of that. I would think there might be another Kalitas. Lightning Greaves. Yeah, there's definitely going to be an equipment theme. Do you think that equipment is going to be good enough to see play in Standard? It's been a long time since there's actually been a playable equipment theme. There's got to be some sweet lands. Oh, Wasteland would make me happy. Opponent discards their hand. Res our board. Oxes, etc. Oh, play the land. Crack the land. Oh, this is going to be a sad Gargaroth. Grab a Forest. Utopia Sprawl. On red. Gargaroth. Oh, Gargaroth was so good last match. But this game, I don't think it's enough against Dredge. Opponent just gets to go off here. Opponent untaps. They could just get to Dredge their entire deck, which should kill us. Opponent, gonna get the Ox. Stoneforge Mystic in Standard. Ooh, that would definitely help with Standard. As far as making equipment playable. Might be too good, though. That seems possible. I would enjoy Wasteland. I don't think Wizards would ever actually do it. I enjoy playing Wastelands and Strip Mines, but I can't imagine that enough Standard... Like, I don't know. There's no way Wizard would actually ever do it. The Magic Arena subreddit would freak out. Opponent hits the rest of their Creeping Chills. All their prize. Okay, sure. Sure. Well, good news is we get to we get to bring in Graveyard Hate, which, I mean, Dredge is so weird. When it comes down to it, like, that's all that matters. Like, do you mulligan into Graveyard Hate? Do they mulligan into an answer to your Graveyard Hate? And that is a entire match against Dredge. Let's see, what do we cut? So Ooze is good. Blood Moons are actually only okay. We can probably go down like Bone Crushers and Lightning Bolts. Lightning Bolts are not very effective against Dredge. Let's try it like that. Bring in the Graveyard Hate. I kind of want Chandra just to draw cards, because they could draw us into Graveyard Hate. Ooh, Choke is maybe a little too good. I like hate cards, but I don't know about hate cards that hate on basic lands. Spreading Seas would be a good one. Remember to update Sethron when Zendikar comes out. Do you think there'll be more Minotaurs? Were there Minotaurs in past? I mean, I guess there were some, but Minotaurs were never a theme, right? Hey, see ya, Crazy M. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful day. I mean, I remember there was like a Minotaur ally, but it wasn't really... It's not really a theme. I think there's some number of Minotaurs on Zendikar. Let's see. Minotaur. Where's Battle for Zendikar? Alright. Undo champion. Okay, so there were 4 Minotaurs, which for a tribe like Minotaurs that doesn't get many tribe members is not a horrible amount, but it's not like they were a tribal theme. Rovo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Seth, so happy to see some games played at this time. Just started Modern again after like 5 years. Got my blue-green infect. What do you think about the format at the moment? Modern has definitely improved a lot recently. I think it's at a decent place right now. Uro, I mean, is still busted in basically every format, but but outside of Uro, I think it's actually in a pretty good place. It should be, what, 4-color Omnath? If we're moving up the color spectrum? A genuine prediction. They will reference the coward mechanic. How about this for a prediction? Since we already got a teaser from Mark Rosewater saying that cowards can't block warriors, who's going to be in the set. I think coward's going to be a creature type or a subtype. Like, I think there's going to be actual cowards. I think that's going to happen in Zendikar. Urfax, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we will... Verdant Catacombs, crack it. I mean, we have a piece of Graveyard Hate, which is good. Get a Forest, and Grafdigger's Cage. Go. Like, do you think it's possible they have actual cowards? Opponent. Wait, are we discarding hand size? Are we going... Okay, there's a land. Do they have the answer to the Grafdigger's Cage? Shriekhorn. Sure. Wooded Foothills. Go. Wizard Chick of Tomra new Hedron Archive art is a preview. There'll probably be... There's got to be another Hedron Archive, right? What would this one be? 8 mana tap for 4 and draw 4? And then we'll have... How big can they make it? Like, 10 mana tap for 5? That'd be sweet. Really? They censor Coward? That's strange. That seems... Boy, we've had all kinds of issues with Twitch and YouTube censoring things that are not actually very censorable. I like Hedron Archive. I'm also losing my voice, apparently. I don't know why Tomer dislikes it so much. I actually think that Heathen Archive's quite strong. Alright, Utopia Sprawl. On red. Stomping Ground. Pass the turn. Next turn we can start spinning to win. Yeah, so spoiler season goes from tomorrow through next week, and then it kicks off at 11 a.m. with a Wizard stream. So, yeah, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Goldfish spoiler is not until next week. I don't really want to discard our Blood Braids. I think I want to try to play the Blood Braids first, and then play Seasoned Pyromancer when we're empty-handed to draw cards. Uh-oh. Okay, just a loam. That's fine. Come on, Bloodbraid! Spit us into more graveyard hate. That would be ideal. Pillage. I don't think we need it at the moment. Well, spin it to win it. Bloodbraid into Clothis. That is sort of graveyard hate. I mean, it is graveyard hate. It's not fast graveyard hate, but get in, hit ya. Down to 18. Pass the turn. How soon before your spoiler do you know the card? It really depends. Usually like a couple of weeks, give or take. Usually a couple of weeks. Eastern time tomorrow. 11 a.m. Eastern time, I believe. I think it's 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern. Bone it. Stab it, Grouts. Adept. I mean, as long as our Grafdigger's Cage lives, things can't go too bad. Okay, Cathartic Reunion. Well, this is okay, though. This is okay. So opponent can dredge like... Oh, they don't even dredge. Interesting. Very interesting. JMS, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. How soon before you spoil the card do they actually give you the card info? Usually a couple weeks. Roughly a couple weeks. Sometimes a little more, a little less, but give or take, right around there. Yeah, let's eat Stinkweed, I guess. Play Bloodbraid. Actually, that's a little wrong. Let's play Renin 6. Get back a land. Turn on Clothis. Herox, first time sub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know. Dredge, it's just such a weird deck. It does not feel like Magic at all. From either side, like, it just doesn't feel like you're playing Magic. Bloodbraid into... Yeah, we don't need more Clothis. I'll hit you for a bunch. Opponent takes a beating down to 3. I think that should do it. K Walker, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Opponent mills, untaps. I kind of think that now we're at the point, even if they kill Cage. Does this matter, though? Like, does that let our opponent win? I'm not even sure that... I don't think it does, necessarily. Opponent dredges. So opponent found their answer. But we have the Clothis going. Opponent's going to 1. They have to deal with literally everything. They had to kill all of our stuff. How do you feel about fetch lands probably being in collector boosters for Zendikar? Disappointed if that is where they end up. Oh, your sub didn't come up. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it randomly shows up like a few minutes later, but Nicarato, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, collector boosters with fetch lands is... If that is the only places they're showing up, like if that's the reprint, that it's just a slot in collector's boosters and that's it, that's pretty disappointing. Like, honestly, I kind of said that from the beginning, that like that's like the nightmare scenario as far as actually reducing the cost of fetch lands. Like, I'm fine with them putting fetch lands there, but they really need like a real, especially for the enemy fetch lands, they really need like a real reprinting. So I'm not opposed to them having fetch lands in a special slot and collector's boosters, but that doesn't do anything to help our price issues. So yeah. I mean, if that's how it ends up, that's pretty disappointing. Kind of the worst case scenario, essentially. They aren't on the list. That has actually been confirmed. So we know they're not on the list in set boosters. But other than something to do with collector boosters, there's not a lot of options left. Maybe like, okay, opponent scoops it up. Whew, they made it close. Well, mulligan for graveyard hate. It's a dredge match. What do you think the Zendikar reflavoring returning theme will be? Zendikar, reflavored returning theme. I don't know if I'm 100% sure what that means. Oh, do we really not want fetch lands in the game? I mean, we still have 3 Blood Moons. I don't think we want to bring in more Blood Moons. So Blood Moon in this matchup, I played more Blood Moons than anyone. So Blood Moon against Dredge, it's not great at mana screwing Dredge. However, it is good in a lot of games at shutting down their answers to our hate cards. So they often don't have green mana through Blood Moon. So there is value to it, but it's also not a jank them out free win card usually, because they don't really need to cast spells for the most part. What's on the list? We don't know what's on the list yet. Ugh. Ooh. Boy, this is so close. So close. I don't see any reason why they couldn't still be in the Commander product. Wouldn't be the first supplemental set to have more than 5 rare dual lands in it. I believe it's been confirmed out. I would have to double check the source on it. Boy. Scavenging Ooze's graveyard hate. It's just slow graveyard hate. We have turn 2. Yeah. I mean, I think we got to keep it. And just cross our fingers that our opponent's hand's not insane. It is graveyard hate that gets around Nature's Claim, which is nice. It's just not as fast as we would like. Oh, no. Oh, no. Loam. All right. Dredges and Ox. That's frightening. What if fails? Crack it. Get a forest. Oh, well, we'll see what our opponent's turn is this turn. Arbor Elf. Oh, come on. No Cathartic Reunions. No Cathartic Reunions. Yeah, we do get to eat something on turn 2 thanks to Arbor Elf, which is really helpful. Oh, no, they have it. Okay, Loam's back lands. They don't have it. Okay, okay. That's actually, this gives us hope. There is hope. Wooded Foils crack it. Get a forest. Tap, untap. Ooze. Eat your loam. Okay. Okay, can't Nature's Claim that. Cannot Nature's Claim the ooze. Aren't fetch lands like a barometer for the secondary market? If so, removing them is an answer. I don't think that's a way of powering. I do think it's a way of powering down formats, allowing players to do fetch lands. Wait, and allowing more players in due to fetch lands being expensive. I don't think that fetch lands being expensive is a reason to ban them. I don't think, outside of maybe the reserve list, where I can see an argument, because in the reserve list, you literally can't reprint cards. But outside of the reserve list, I don't think card prices are... Oh, boy. Oh, we're going to win this easily. Lightning Bolt... The Merchant. Eat the Ox. Relic. Untap a land. Activate. Oh yeah, Graveyard Hate stacking up. Would Magic be better without fetch lands? So the reason I don't support banning cards because of their price is that's solvable. Like, reprinting them can bring the price down. So I don't think that being expensive, like I said, outside of the reserve list, because reserve list, until we convince Wizards to get rid of it, they just can't reprint the cards. But I do think that Wizards should be more aggressive with reprinting them. Nature's Claim. Is this a trap? Yeah, why do we have Pillage? We just don't have a lot of things to bring in. So, I don't know. Maybe we should have just brought in random creatures over it. But we don't have a lot. We brought in 4 Graveyard Haste spells, and that's all we really had. Oh, I wanted to draw a card. Opponent. Passing. Well, we will eat Bloodstained Mire. Untap. Misty Rainforest. Crack it. Get a Stomping Grounds. I think we got a Blood Blast Zone. Stomping Grounds untapped. Pillage actually getting value. It's doing things. Well, there's the answer to why we kept in Pillage. It's going to save our ooze. Opponent charges it up. Yeah. Well, untap a land. Go to combat. Hit ya. Down to 9 past the turn. Personally, when Mitch fetch, like, what do you think? Hey, what's up, Hey? It's a King. How are you? Like, would you prefer fetch lands to be banned, chat? What if you had control? Would you ban fetch lands? The refusal to print them in a standard set is in effect the same as the reserve list. Oh, that's not true. I mean, there's like infinite cards that are not printed or printable in standard sets anymore. So I think that's, I mean, like Jason Mind Sculptor is never going to be printed in a standard set. A lot of the swords, the Sword of Fire and Ice, Sword of Feast and Famine, like if you look at Double Masters, a huge percentage of the cards, I would say in that set, are cards that will not be reprinted in a standard set. So I don't think that that's actually the same as being on the reserve list. Well, let's Renin 6. Tick it up. Get back Wooded Foothills. Play Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Leave up our mana for the ooze. This Stinkweed is shutting down our beats. Just reprint them, not ban them. I mean, I think there will be a Modern Horizon soon. It seems like in general people would prefer a reprinting to a banning, which that's my opinion too. So is there some secrets that we know nothing about, or did they lie? So I don't think they lied. I think it's likely, or at least very possible, that there's a set in December. But it's also possible that the reprint is something like Collector's Boosters, which would mean that it wasn't a lie, even though it's not what we were hoping for by any means. Like, that is a disappointing outcome, but it's not a lie. Yeah, I think fetches are... I like playing with fetches, personally. We have a new donation from Childano, $5 donation. Thank you so much. Isn't Wizards not reprinting fetch lands in set boosters, admitting that they are cowards? Cowards confirmed. I mean, I don't think we want them on the list at set boosters. My understanding, so the list, thank you so much for the donation. My understanding of the list is, it's what, 300 cards, and there's only a 25% chance that you open one at all. And then they still, I believe, if I'm understanding it right, have rarity. So the odds of getting like a mythic from your set booster auxiliary slot, whatever it is, it's going to be so small. So I feel like that's actually like a horrible place to actually reprint things. On the other hand, it's not going to hurt, but I don't think that's what you want for a major reprinting of cards people need. What is my modern deck of choice? Something with Blood Moon, for sure. The Mike Arnold and McFly with a gift sub to Karanik. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Oh, actually, McFly handing out a bunch of gift subs. Thank you so much. Five emotes? Five what? Oh, shared 5 free rewards to 5 other in chat. Well, thank you, Big Fly. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we will get him with Arbor Elf. If our opponent blocks, we can kill the Stinkweed, which is nice. And then eat it. Opponent. Alright, well, Ren and 6. Get back. Wooded Foothills. Blow up a land. These pillages are actually doing work. With the announcement there's a special Oh, opponent scoops it up. With the announcement there's a special secret lair announcement during Zendikar previews. Semi-confirmation that the reprint is there. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't think that would be fetch lands. I hope that's not fetch lands. User Taquia, welcome to the Fishbowl. Up to 2 and 1. Thank you for your subscription. Big super here for you. So my guess is it's, remember like Theros Beyond Death when they gave us the gods? My guess is it's something similar to that, but playing off original Zendikar. I don't think it'll be fetch lands though. I would be surprised if it was fetch lands. I think Alex Mateo for the 50th month. Hey, Seth, glad you are playing some Modern today. How do you feel about playing a super meta deck? Is this a super meta deck? I just wanted Gargaroth people. I didn't know I was a dirty meta player. I just saw Gargaroth and I was like, that's sweet. Gargaroth in Modern? But Gargaroth! Yeah, I think it'll be something else associated with Zendikar. Creature lands would be a good option. I don't know. They already... I believe that they said it would be a booster-based product. I think that... It's so hard, because information from Wizards... Oh, and now we're going to have to put Gargaroth at the bottom. Information from Wizards just trickles out in weird random places. So it's hard to... like keep the sources on everything. But I believe they said it is a booster product, which I think would cross another secret layer off the list. Serum Visions for R.E. Pudit. Eldrazi, ooh, boy. An Eldrazi Titan secret layer drop would be very expensive. I wonder what they'd sell that for. Because Eldrazi's even... Oh, those cards are still so expensive. How much are the Eldrazi's even after the most recent reprinting? Some ridiculously high number. Verdant Catacombs. Go. You mean like how they said you could get 2 mythics in a pack of double masters? So... I feel like that is so obviously saying you get 2 mythics in a pack was incorrect. My personal take on that is I really think that was a Let's kill Electromancer. I really think that was a example of Wizards' abysmal communication rather than a lie. That's my feeling. That doesn't make the end result any better, and it definitely is not, acceptable either way. But I really don't think they were lying like, intentionally lying. I don't know if that distinction matters, but I don't think they went on stream and were like, "Hey, we're going to tell them you can open two mythics when we know you can't." I think that they really honestly thought you could open two mythics, but Wizards is so bad at like communicating externally and internally, but with each other, even inside the building. Like they're just so bad at that I think they really honestly thought that was the case, and it wasn't the case. What price would people be happy with if fetches did drop in price? Oh, oh dear. This is a this is a touchy topic. The price of fetch lands. Nothing gets people riled up like the price of fetch lands. I think my opinion is probably so okay. I think my opinion is probably not a super popular one. I will say, from the perspective of a player, cheaper is always better. So for most players, if fetch lands could be 25 cents, that's great because then you get fetch lands without spending, a bunch of money. I think that the price of the fetch lands being somewhere in the like $15 range is actually pretty acceptable. I think like somewhere between like maybe $10 to $20. I think that's actually a pretty reasonable price for fetch lands. I know some people are probably going to disagree and want them to be a lot cheaper than that, which is fine. But I actually think that's like relatively reasonable. Like that's normally, even if they were reprinted in a standard set, they're not going to get much cheaper than that. To get fetch lands much cheaper than that price range, like 10 to 15, maybe 20 for the best of the bunch, like in that price range, you're going to have to really, really go to town with reprints, like continual reprints in standard sets, things like that. Because if you look at like cons, and you look at the cons fetch lands, even when the cons fetch lands were in standard, I think that most of them were in the $10 to $15 range. Like that was kind of, so dip down below $10 right when the set was being opened, like towards the beginning. But really, Wooded Foothills, yeah, went up to 15-ish dollars for most of its time. Polluted Delta, kind of the same deal, like $15 as low as like 13 maybe, and then going up after it rotates. So I think that it's going to be hard for fetch lands to be much cheaper than that price range, which I think is fine. I think it's fine. What caused the spike with War? So I think that was just general War of the Spark. From everything I've heard, is basically one of the peak. Wow, are they going to try a combo here? Is basically one of the peaks of Magic. Like just, ooh, okay. Mini combo. Empty the Warrens. Can we beat goblins? Land? Arbor Elf. Play Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Oh, I don't know if we can. That's a lot of 1/1s. That is a lot of 1/1s. So Windswept Heath is sort of an exception because it was actually printed in a precon deck back when it was in standard. I don't remember exactly the one, but that's why Windswept Heath is lower than the rest. It was the one fetch land that was actually printed in a random precon deck as well. But yeah, I think from everything I've seen from vendors and just everyone, War of the Spark is like a peak of Magic. So I think it's just general, like the game doing really well right at that point in time. I think no, oh no. Okay, we really gotta draw land. We need a land, and we need to Bloodbraid into something good, because we're just dying to two janky goblins. Well, we're in 6. Ping a goblin. I don't think this is going to do it, though. It's not going to do it. I think it was a Clash pack. That's right. Have Zendikar fetch has been confirmed as printed in collector's boosters? No. That's all just talk and speculation. I haven't seen anything that has confirmed that. Opponent attacks. Going to kill Ren in 6. Hits us. Yup. Down to 6. Oh, a Gargaroth would be so good if we could get it down. Well, Bone Crusher Giant. Pass the turn. Will shock prices drop after rotation? Not a ton, I wouldn't think. Traditionally, shocks have not. Opponent, full attack. We block. We go to 3. Opponent passes. Okay, pass the turn. Oh, this game. I mean, Simic has been OP, so I think that's why Breeding Pool is so high. Simic has just been the dominant color combination in every format. Yeah, Breeding Pool will probably come down a little bit. The rest, I think, are already about where they'll be after rotation. Steve has for opponent untapped. Okay. Ritual. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, Storm. Why are fetches so good? So fetches are maybe the most powerful lands in Magic for 2 reasons. One is, Weather Storm's kind of funny. And all of our graveyard hate, I guess. Go down Blood Moons, sadly. Probably gotta go down Gargaroth. I really want Gargaroth to be so sweet, but I don't know if this is a dream matchup for Gargs. We can probably go down the Chandra. Pillage is actually pretty suspect. All right, we'll keep Gargs. We'll keep Gargs and go down Pillage. And bring in a Flame Slash. Run it like that. I don't know if Boyle's actually worth it. I feel like our opponent has too many non-islands because of the dual lands that they play. They're not fetching out. Speaking of fetch lands, they're not fetching out steam vents and so forth. They're playing fast lands, pain lands, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so this is like the one deck that has a lot of blue mana that does not actually care about Boyle very much. Why are so many people say they hate fetch lands, what fetch lands do to formats and gameplay, then nobody really likes Pioneer so much? Yeah, I don't know. So why are fetch lands so powerful? The answer is they get a whole bunch of colors of mana. Like this Verdant Catacombs. This Verdant Catacombs, with the help of dual lands like shock lands, can get any color of mana. Like, it's essentially a 5-color land. It comes into play untapped. It thins your deck, which is a secondary consideration, but they just do so many different things. Ooh. Ooh. All right. What a odd hand. 1 land, but everything's 1 mana, so hopefully that's okay. Arbor Elf, go. If Shocklands didn't exist, Fetchlands would be as strong. I mean, that's true to some extent. Although, We'll go on red. Untap. Tap. Relic. Grafdigger's Cage. All right, we got the the graveyard covered in multiple ways. All right, opponent has Brawl. We can deal with that with a lightning bolt. Opponent passes. Ooh, well, lightning bolt Brawl. Untap. Clothis. All right, 3 different pieces of graveyard hate. Graveyard hate drawn. Don't forget they fill the graveyard and allow you to shuffle on demand for library manipulation. Yeah, that is another part of it. Like, there's so many things that fetches do. So I think that fetches would be good even without shock lands, as long as there were other, even like the Battle for Zendikar duels, triomes. If there was nothing, no dual lands with basic land types, then fetch lands would be very bad. Like, that's the thing I think a lot of people miss in Standard. And I think it's because they were so good last time they were in Standard and so dominant. But that was purely because there were fetchable dual lands. If there were not fetchable dual lands, fetch lands are a pretty bad land cycle. Like, in all honesty, without fetchable... If they combo off from here, I'm going to puke. Oh, sweet mother. Really? No. There's no way. They're just going to make a million... Oh, another Manamorphose! No! No! Really? Come on. Fizzle. Fizzle. We need a fizzle. Gifts ungiven. Okay. Hard I can't pack any more hate than this, and we're getting crushed. Oh no, it's going well. Well, this minute's not going well. Overall, it's going well, but our opponent storming off through all of our graveyard hate is a bit disappointing. Let's see. Mill a Ritual and a Manamorphose. Oh, they're going to make so many. Another Ritual. Yeah, knew about that. Another Ritual. That doesn't do anything. Are they just maxing the zombies, the goblins they can make? Or are they not realizing that we have a Grafdigger's Cage? Or are they going to... Okay, opt. What is going on? I don't think our opponent realized we had Grafdigger's Cage. They just said I'm an idiot. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We'll eat a Passive Flames. Oh, that's rough. That's a rough one. Okay. Well, whoa! And the Shape Scoop. Oh, that extra Grafdigger's Cage value. Our opponent was going nuts too. They had the full combo. I think they just thought that both of them were relics and didn't realize it was a split. I mean, it is a little weird to play the split. Usually it's one or the other, but before we go to game 3 against Storm, a quick reminder that our show today is brought to you by Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. We don't really have a way to deal with a board full of zombies. I keep saying zombies. A board full... I guess I'm still in Field of the Dead mode. A board full of goblins. We don't really have a way to deal with that other than pinging them off one by one. Another Flame Slash. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, Flame Slash over Bone Crusher makes sense. Bone Crusher can't kill... Yeah, Bone Crusher can't kill Brawl, only Electromancer. Hey, I love you too, Zwagi. How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. I mean, it sounds like, well, all right, we got our graveyard hate suite again. We will keep this. So this is like our last hand, except we actually have lands. Do I have a CK affiliate link? That's a good question. I should probably check into that. I believe so. I believe it's I will have to double check. I think there is one for Goldfish, but I don't know exactly what it is. Has YouTube remonetized your ID yet? No, the video is still demonetized. At least last I saw. Well, Forest and Arbor Elf. You. I don't think I've never had YouTube remonetize a video after demonetizing it. Well, today's Much of Brew was because YouTube subtitle, apparently the best that anyone's figured out is YouTube's subtitles being really bad. Now, Wooded Foothills, crack Wooded Foothills. Get a Stomping Grounds, untapped. Built the Brawl. Play the Grafdigger's Cage. Pass the turn. Yeah, it was a bad language, was their reasoning. And the best that anyone could figure was, it said for like either excessive swearing or really bad. What was the exact wording? It was something, the way they worded it was very funny too. Let me see. They said frequent use of strong profanity or use of extreme profanity. Which, if you ever watch my YouTube videos, you know extreme profanity is kind of, that's my thing. Like, every other video, we find some extreme profanities to spew. But no, the best we could figure is Kitchen Finks. Apparently, Kitchen Finks was setting off YouTube's something, and they were thinking it was saying a slur that starts with the letter F, because that's what some of their closed captions said. If you watch the video with the closed captioning on, it actually just has, when I say things, sometimes it actually has it has the slur there. Keep the mana up? Do we really even need to keep the mana up with Grafdigger's Cage out? I feel like we'd rather... Yeah, alright. We'll leave it up. We'll play it safe. I guess we're not doing anything else. Like, it's not like we have anything crazy to do next turn anyway, so I guess we might as well play it as safe as possible. Yeah, YouTube's captions are pretty nonsensical. Well, eat the Brawl. Grow the Ooze. Untap. Misty Raid Force. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Well, we got Graveyard Hate for days. Again, I guess we actually have a lot of Graveyard Hate after sideboarding. Yeah, Gargaroth would be sweet here. Play an Arbor Elf. Play a Relic. Alright. Graveyard Hate achieved. Pass the turn. Boot it. Gifts ungiven. Gonna have to do it the hard way. I'm guessing if you say Fitchin Kinks, you'll probably get worse. Yeah. Fix is technically no term for please in format. Maybe due to the current environment, YouTube flagged it. I'm pretty sure, like, if you watch the subtitles, you'll see the word is pretty straightforward. And it is definitely a. I'm just not sure why their automatic subtitles would think that saying Finks was saying another word that starts with an F that's a slur. Like they're not that similar. Like Finks, that's not that similar to any curse word. That's what a few people said. It was probably one of your opponents. Maybe one of your opponents worked on YouTube and they were salty. I mean, it is kind of funny sometimes, just to like watch YouTube videos with the captions on because there's just so hilariously off. Did you by any chance play a deck with Profane Command, Profane Procession, and Ormondal, the Profane Prince in it? Ooh, Profane Tron? We have not played Profane Tron. Alright, opponent. Repeal gifts. Alright, we'll mail the 2 answers to Graveyard Hate. If they want to gifts again, that's fine. We have a new donation. Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you? From Dane Wildfire. You beat Vince in a beard contest. Now you've got to beat him with profanity. By the way, here's my RIL deck. Any suggestions? Ooh, well, thank you so much for the donation, Doug. Can you send me the link in the chat? Definitely appreciate it. Rael's definitely a sweet commander. I don't know if I could ever beat Vince in profanity. That would be tough. That would be real tough. I think Gavin is an up-and-coming new contender in the beard contest, I will say. Honestly, from knowing and like seeing Gavin a few years ago, I would not have guessed that Gavin could grow a good beard. Honestly, I don't think... I wouldn't have thought there was any chance that he could grow even a halfway decent beard. Not even a little bit. So I'm like kind of shocked that his beard is as good as it is. But it's actually a pretty decent beard. I'm very surprised. I think that's the upside, because Vince, half of the things that Vince says that are apparently like really horrible and offensive over there are things that I don't even realize are offensive or aren't offensive here. And then things that I like bloody, apparently. I don't think anything about bloody. Apparently, like some of the things that I say and don't even consider to be like real curse words are like the equivalent of like super bad curse words over in the UK. So I think Vince gets an advantage with profanity because he's probably saying all kinds of horrible things. We just don't, as the American part of his audience, just doesn't realize how horrible they are. Maybe Bloody's not the best example. What is? Oh, maybe I was thinking of a different one. Rael Wheel Queen. All right, let's think about this. Ooze, eat our Arbor Elf. Grow the ooze, and then untap, draw a. Oh, Gargs. Okay, get in with ooze. Hit ya. We're going for it. We gotta Gargs it. Stopping rounds. Untapped. Elder Gargaroth. Untap a land. Alright. Pass the turn. You better make it good, opponent, because the Gargs is here. Opponent. Oh, thinking. I mean, they gifts again, but can they do anything with their gifts through all of our graveyard? I'm not sure they can. John Avon schooled me on fanny pack in Europe last week. It was enlightening. Wait, bum bag? That is what you Brits call a fanny pack? I don't think do people wear fanny packs anymore? Ooh, alright. Opponent's got the Electromancer. Well, this is their chance. Opponent. Metamorphose draws a card. Just joined the stream. Can't believe the profanity triad you went on YouTube recently. I'm never gonna live that down, am I? The funny thing is, I'm like the least cursy of anyone. If anything, it should be happening to like Vince or like basically anyone but me. I mean, really, like, it's not a big deal. Like, the only downside is it, like, yesterday's Much Brew, YouTube doesn't share it and do all that stuff, so it'll get less views than it would normally, but it's not like it's not like there's any long-term issues. There was an even offending word. They figure out how the profanity thing happened. The best that anyone's come up with is from watching the closed captioning that YouTube automatically like transcribes and puts up on there. There were all right, let's think about this. Huh. Mill the Grape Shot, Mill Aria. If you want to ritual out a... Oh, we'll see. See how many goblins they can make. Shiv and Reeve. Ritual. And... Wow, this is actually really close. Yeah, as far as we could tell, it's just YouTube misunderstanding both our face and not knowing what kitchen finks is and thinking it was another word. Now's the community we have to make it the most. I'd be watch Goldfish video of all time. I'd be down with that. Any idea how to save legacy from obscurity and eventual price creep, keeping new players out of it? It is tough. So I think that prices are part of it, but I honestly don't think prices are all of it. That's a lot of dorks. Opponent. Passing. Well, we might need to actually sack this relic. Let's draw a card. It's a land. Untap. It's a land. Well, go to combat. Get in with Gargaroth. Make a beast. Is our opponent going to mass goblin block? Looks like they are. Ooh, opponent takes it. All right. Opponent takes it. We'll play a stomping ground. It's tapped. Past the turn. Lightning bolt, I guess, could get us if our opponent has another bolt. What's your take on Abzan Persist combo instead of Orzhov? Lower curve, Lurus Companion, Melira Vizier instead of Anafenza, Solemnity, Court of Calling, Tutoring it, Instant Speed. So I think the awkward part is the sacrifice outlets. So, like, Court of Calling and the creature tutor stuff is a little bit more awkward. Okay. Is a little more awkward if you're playing like Altar of Dimension and Blast Zone as your sack outlets because they're not creatures. So I almost feel like while I think a deck like that could be sweet, I almost feel like it would be better off just being like a... Man, let's gain some life just in case. It would be better off, I think, maybe just being a aristocrat style deck. So go up to 15. I don't think this attack worked the way our opponent was hoping. Because Gargaroth triggers when it blocks too. So we're still at 10. We actually go up to 11. So this, like, didn't do much of anything other than lose our opponent a bunch of goblins. Opponent plays the Steam Vents tapped. Oh, Gargaroth. Gargaroth for the win. What do we draw? Oh my god, another one. Go to combat. Attack you. Yeah, attack you. Make a beast. Opponent's got a block. Eating through the goblins. Gargaroth power. Gargaroth's been sweet. Carrot Feeder, Altar of Dementia plus Bastic Station sideboard for Luris. Yeah, I mean, opponent goes to 1. Well, we will Gargaroth. Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Opponent GG's. Taking down Storm. Gargaroth coming through. Yeah, we should have attacked with all. You are correct. Gargaroth has too much text. It has too much text on it. Trample is one of those words. I have some extremely deep jank that tries to win the game by resolving Mulunu Beast Tracker. Yeah, yes. Deck lists are always welcome. I'd love to take a look at it. But yes, please do. Well, all right. The kids are eating. We're up to 3-1. That means we only need to win one more. Well, I mean, I guess we can't get the 5-0 no matter what. But if we can win one more, we get what, 5 treasure chests? That's not bad. This is fine. Is there a world where this list plays Questing Beast instead of Bloodbraid Elf? I can see that. Oh, that's awkward. Awkward with our pillage. Oh, that's Forest. And Arbor Elf. And pass the turn. I believe that links should be whitelisted for everyone by default. All I ask is that that they are safe and Magic related. If it's non-Magic, I mean, if it's not safe, then just don't share it, period. And if it's not Magic related, then it's usually best to ask. But yeah, Magic links are acceptable all the time. Well, let's Misty Rainforest, crack Misty Rainforest. I think we got a plan. Misty, crack Misty. Get a Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Ren in 6. Get back the Misty. Arbor Elf. Untap the Stomping Ground. Bolt the Reclaimer. And that's not a bad turn. That's not a bad turn at all. Let me see Absent Persist, Sir Pessin. Splicer Descendants. That sounds spicy. That sounds super spicy. The blue-green fetch getting red mana makes no sense to me. Yeah, fetches are... Ooh, another Flagstone. Well, Blood Moon's probably actually going to be good here, isn't it? What is our opponent doing? What is their plan? About it. Passes. Well, Misty Rainforest. Crack Misty Rainforest. Get a Forest. Blood Moon you. Ren in 6. Get back the Misty. Blood Moon is here and at the perfect time past the turn. Yeah, so, I mean, the Absent deck looks sweet. I don't know. I mean, having all the creature tutors is sweet. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I'm a fan of... Ooh. Wow. Okay. That gets around Blood Moon pretty well. That gets around Blood Moon very well. Oh, I thought we had Springbloom Druid. Who plays Springbloom Druid? Who? Who? All right, so opponent gets some lands. Gets in at Ren in 6. Hits us. I guess their lands could tap for any color, but we have the answer in Chandra. Well, Utopia Sprawl. On red. Tap, untap. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? So we kill this, but then we get Primeval Titaned. And I don't think we can bleed Primeval Titan. We can blow up a land. Oh, I guess we gotta hope. We gotta hope. Splicer Descendants, it uses human manadors to cast Splicers with Descendants Path off of the Golem tokens. That is definitely spicy. The goal of the deck is to win by resolving Muwani Beast Tracker. I mean, that's definitely a really sweet idea. But so the idea is you make golems with the splicers and then put Blightsteel on top with the Beast Tracker. That's a super fun idea. I like it. All right. Well, I mean, I guess if they have prime time, they have prime time. So play Chandra. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be super close. I like the Azorius Blink deck, too. I don't know about Approach of the Second Sun. That is something that I wouldn't have thought of putting in a Blink deck, but it will not be expected, that's for sure. Probably catch some people by surprise. Can I play against something other than Earl Piles 3 out of 3 this afternoon? Oh, seems unlikely. There's a lot of... We have got lucky that we haven't had to play against Earl Piles at all. We haven't played a single Earl deck, which... Talk about against the odds. That is the very definition of against the odds. Please no Primeval Titan. If we could fade one turn, we could blow up a forest. That Spring Bloom Druid was insane. Oh, they do have it. Oh, God. All right. Well. How do we beat a Primeval Titan? We need a Gargaroth. We need a Gargaroth. Blowing up the basics doesn't do anything as long as Dryad is out, though, because all their lands are every basic land type. So, I mean, I guess we can hope they just don't have a land, but they still have all their colors of mana if they have this Dryad out. Lightning Bolt. Well, take up Chandra. Get Gargaroth. We need a Gargaroth. Please, Gargaroth. Another Blood Moon. Do we even cast it? Yeah, I guess. So play the Blood Moon. Blood Moon number 2. Stomping Ground. Pillage. Wow, they have exactly 2 basics. Oh, we were so close. I'll take up Renin 6. Pass the turn, but there's a Primeval Titan on the loose and running wild. The best deck is Mutavault for when you destroy our creature to stop Descendants Path. Yeah, that's definitely a super sweet deck. Yeah, it is definitely a really cool idea. I like it. Eladrami's Call for our opponent. So we dealt with the field, but can we stop a Primeval Titan? But if we uptake Chandra, then we don't kill the Dryad, and all of our opponent's mana taps for any color anyway. Bone it. Primeval Titan, going to kill something. Yeah, Chandra's minus is 3 though, so we still have a couple minutes to go, couple turns before we can minus. Opponent gets a bunch of lands, hitting our face. We could draw another bolt. Gargaroth would also be good. That's another bolt. That does work. All right, well. All right, let's take up Chandra anyway. Take up Chandra. Play Clothis. And that can block. Okay. Oh, those are some good hits. Those are some very good hits. Clothis comes down. Take up Ren in 6. Play Wooded Foothills. Go to combat. Hit our opponent. And now I kind of like where we're at. Opponent. Down to 18. Yeah, those top decks might do it. Opponent. Opponent is playing Field of the Dead. Just, basically just trying to make a bunch of zombies and kill people. There's a few different shells. Like, the support cards change, but the main plan is Primeval Titan, Field of the Dead, go to town. Bolcha. Borchon, welcome to the Fishbowl. An opponent scoops it up saying, LOL, nuts. Yes, the bolts come through. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 40th month. Thank you for the subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, Run at 6 is just a one of. It's not really central to our deck. Normally, the idea, I guess, is it's getting back fetch lands, but we'll bring in the Maguses. Grafdigger's Cage. Probably not. So bring in the Maguses. We would like Gargaroth. Pillage seems good. What's bad? Maybe just Ooze doesn't do much. We can go down and Ooze. Actually, I guess Bone Crusher doesn't do much either. Maybe we keep the Ooze and just go down Bone Crusher. Run it like that. Oh, boy. Okay. No! Oh! Alright, well, if there's a game 3, I will bring it in. I wasn't... They don't have any islands. I actually don't know if that's worth it or not. It would be funny, though. So we'll do it in game 3 because it's funny. But I actually don't know if you want to bring it in... Do you think it's worth bringing in just in case they have Dryad? Winds up teeth for our opponent. Passes. Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Go. Are you talking on the Zendikar Plains... Wait. Are you talking of the Zendikar Planeswalkers on tonight's podcast? We are. The podcast will be going up right after the stream. And it was, all Zendikar stuff. Zendikar spoilers, Mark Rosewater's hints about Zendikar. So it is a very Zendikarian podcast. So yeah, that'll be up in a little over an hour or so. Ooh, we could use a land. A land would be sweet. Well, Scavenging Ooze go. Love your videos. It hurt me so much when you mispronounced my name on my first sub. Could you slow down and try again? G. Medvic. Well, G. Medvic. I'm sorry that it hurt you when I mispronounced your name. You should take it as a badge of honor. You were on an exclusive list of people who've had their username mispronounced. No lands. That's not good. I'll go to combat. Attack. Ugh. Hoping that... Okay, ooh, opponent blocks. Interesting. Well, that means we get to Bolt a Courser. Pass the turn. I'm hoping that Wizard Angel is both legendary and playable. Wizards plus Angels peaks to be at a rival level. Yeah, that would be a fun commander deck to build for sure. Ugh, Excavator. Gets back the land. Cracks it. Well, do we draw land? Opponent. Reclaimer. We draw a land, please. Utopia Sprawl. It's like a really slow land. So Utopia Sprawl on red. Yeah, Bolt Excavator. Pass the turn. What do you think about the 3 CMC 6/6 artifact? I think the Azorius Blake deck, it looks fun. I really like the idea of it. I'm not sure about Approach of the Second Sun. That looks that stands out as being surprising. I don't think I would have thought of playing it in an Azorius Blake deck, but it looks like he has some fun shenanigans. I guess maybe that's ideas. It's kind of like Control Blink almost, and then you get to Approach to the Second Sun. But I think, the idea of it, I think, looks pretty solid. So I think that the 3 CMC 6/6, my guess... So we basically have to Blood Moon, yeah. We have to Blood Moon because if we try to pillage, our opponent can sack the land we pillage, so it doesn't do anything. So opponent, yeah. Reclaimers. Doldy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. My guess that it has a restriction, like maybe it needs to be equipped to attack. Maybe you need a certain number of equipment. Maybe we've seen other things like that with Lupin prototypes. Another big example, like Lupin prototype. It kind of opponent's gonna get to Primeval Titan again. So yeah, we've seen other examples of it. I would expect it has a massive downside. I don't think, even with the power creep recently, I don't think we've gotten to the point where Wizards just prints colorless 3-mana 6/6s with no downside. Doldy and Invader GR1, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Infect still comes up once in a while. Well, Season Pyromancer. Discard the pillages. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We can't even Gargaroth because we set that on. Maybe we chose the wrong color. Oh, boy, right on the edge. Primeval Titan, combat gets it. Hits us. A 3-mana 6/6 could be a vehicle that requires a party of 4 different D&D classes to crew it. Ooh, D&D classes. Is that a theme of Zendikar? Or is it? I know there's clerics. I don't know enough about D&D. I really liked your weird art video. Maybe we could vote on Goldfish and make a top 30. Ooh, that would be a really fun way to handle it. I like that. Yeah, it seems like people... Oh no, another one? Alright, we'll wait and see. If we draw exactly a forest, maybe Gargaroth can stabilize. Otherwise, 2 Primeval Titans is too many. That is not exactly a forest. I don't see his Pyromancer. Yeah, I think we Blood Mooned ourselves here. Discard. Utopia Sprawl on green. Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Nahiri does care about warriors. Bards. We don't have bards in Magic, do we? I know there's cards with Bard in the name, but there's not creature type Bard. And we might be. We'll see. Our opponent is thinning their deck, so they're going to be drawing solid action. So I really don't like where we're at, but Gargaroth is good. Well, we will put everything in front of a Primeval Titan. Yeah, we finally drew the mana to cast Gargaroth, which helps. There are Paladins in MTG, but I think they're just called Knights creature-wise. I don't think there's creature-type Paladin. So we drop to 8. We kill Prime Time. We see what else our opponent has. But they were actually Bard creature types, right? Am I misremembering? Are there actual bards? I remember I got ahead a bunch of like music related. There's like Elvish Bard, but I don't think, yeah. I don't think there's any like creature type Bard. So there's some like creatures like Yisin, Elvish Bard, Georga Bard, but there's not like Elf Bard or anything. But maybe there will be. Like, they keep adding creature types, so we might get there at some point. Opponent, it's us. They could add it in the future. If they... Grazer, okay. If they ever start making bards, I assume that they would errata old bards to also be bards. Well, play Gargaroth. Play him out and see what our opponent has. If they have nothing, Gargaroth might keep us alive past the turn. Opponent untaps. And combat gets in. Primeval Titan attacks again. Thins the deck. All right, Gargaroth. All right, Gargaroth. I wish we didn't have to discard the other one. Desperately looking for lands. Opponent getting all the lands out of their deck. Well, we will block. We will... draw a card? Go aggro? I kind of think we make a 3-3. Yeah, make a 3-3. We need something that gets through the Grazer. Trades off. I don't think we want to go to 1 because we could get killed by so many things. I'll go to combat. Attack. Or go to 2. Like a lightning bolt would just kill us. Although it's hard to... I don't even know. Is our opponent just pure green-white? Wait, where'd... Grazer disappeared? Grazer's out of here. Alright, back. About it. Down to 12. Stomping Grounds. Past the turn. Opponent taps. Oh, we got a shot. We got a shot. We got a shot. Oh, no. Oh, no. They keep top decking them. Oh. We can't get away from them. We cannot get away from the prime times. Number 3. SMRT Trivia with the $5 donation. I used to laugh when you mispronounce usernames, but then I started streaming and I realized it's a challenge and I have to keep up with them all. Kudos to you, Seth. Keep being awesome. P.S. It's still pronounced smart, even though the A is missing. Well, smart. You should put the A in there. That's my advice. Put the A in there. Thank you so much for the donation and for the kind words. It is like, that is one of the challenges with usernames. I think I could, if I took the time, I think I could pronounce most usernames correctly. However, doing so would make me like stop and read each name, which I think would really slow down the stream and make it less fun. SMRT, I mean SMART. Yeah, that makes sense. Good old Homer. If they make Jumpstart 2, what's a theme you'd like to see? Opponent has Knight of the Reliquary, also pretty big. Goes to combat. Gets in. Well, Seasoned Pyromancer. Get it back. I can't believe we've survived this many Primeval Titans. Our opponent's gotten every land out of their deck. They're going to town with this Primeval Titan, but we're staying alive. Opponent legend rules themselves again. Well, we will block, 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 block. Ugh. Yeah, I guess we just got to block with everything. The problem is, if we block with yeah, I mean, all right. I think we got to. They could have Path. I would like to just block with the tokens, but that loses to Path. Yeah, and they do have cards in hand, so block. Opponent. Ooh, all right, leaves tokens around. That's good. That gives us more chump blockers. Opponent passes. Another land somehow. Well, eat a lightning bolt. Gain some life. Play the land past the turn. We need a Gargaroth. We need a Gargaroth. Opponent. Wow, this is really close. Oh, okay, game. All right. Well, opponent, thin the deck. I guess we'll make sure that they have lands, but I'm sure they do. They have a million fetches. They haven't fetched out that many lands. Yeah, all right. Well, we survived 3. We survived 3 Primeval Titans. Oh, that was actually super close. I mean, I'm sure they do. Most of the lands that they have fetched out are fetch lands. We've only seen 1 bounce land. So I expect our opponent has plenty of lands left. Valakut, I guess, can't kill us immediately because our opponent doesn't have Dryad. Opponent sacks land to draw a card. I mean, I guess that's the upside of getting literally all the lands out of your deck. Oh, all right. They draw Dryad. And now they kill us. All right. There's the lands. Yeah. Well, we tried. Opponent 3 Primeval Titans. That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous number. Moribund, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I don't know about this boil idea. It is funny, though. I think the funniness of it makes it worth bringing in. It would be hilarious if it actually worked. I don't think it's probably, like, good, but it's funny, so let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, I guess Flame Slash is probably better than Bolt. Although, we might be too late. Alright, we get to play first. This is a very fair hand. We're going to mulligan. Alright, this is less fair, which is good. We will put a... So how do we do this? I think we can put Ooze to the bottom. Ooze to the bottom. Alright, here we go. Forest and Utopia Sprawl on red. Hey, Bettymon, how are you? Good to see ya. Well, we can blow up lands. Can we find a Gargaroth? Can we find a Gargaroth? Opponent. Yeah, I don't think Scoos does much. Opponent cracks. Uh-oh. Are they grazing already? Elvish Reclaimer. Sure. Well, we are going to help our opponent grow that. Forest. Alvern Catacombs. Crack it. Grab a Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Pillage. Oh, if we can pillage Gargaroth, life will be good. Blow up a land past the turn. Come on. Come on, Gargaroth. That's what this is all about. Phone it. Temple Garden. Tapped. Hits us for 1. Wow, this is going to grow next turn, too. Opponent passes. Oh my god, that's Gargaroth. That's Gargaroth. That was the dream. That was the dream. Blow it up. Blow it up. Oh man, that's exactly what we were praying for. Play the land past the turn. Here comes the Gargs. Oh, what a perfect way to wrap up our league. Opponent plays a death land. Yes, gets it, hits us. Sure. 1 land on the battlefield, though. Only 1. Down to 13. Opponent passes. Well, we will play a forest. And I don't think Utopia's problem matters. Well, actually, I guess it does. We might draw cards. So we will Utopia Sprawl. On green. Elder Gargaroth. Last card in hand is a good one. Comes down. Watch our opponent have White Source Path. Gargaroth. Go. This is it. This is it. This is it. Is Gargaroth enough, opponent? White Source. Oh, no. Oh, and our dreams are dead. Our dreams are dead. Oh. Oh. Well. Oh. Back alive. Not over with yet. I will say, that's a situation where Glorybringer would have been better. Like, we could have Glorybringered attack, killed Elvish Reclaimer. Instead, Gargaroth got pretty punished for its slowness there. But, we did draw another one. Bout it. What's up, Teeth? Cracks it. Plains. And Knight of the Reliquary. 6/6? Bone it. Well, go to combat. Attack. Draw a card. Boy, opponent just has mono huge creatures. Oh, opponent takes it. Interesting. Well, we will Blood Moon and Arbor Elf and pass the turn. Okay. Opponent untaps. The Blood Moon is good. It is good. Opponent has the answer to the Blood Moon. Okay. And goes attacking. Well, we will block with Arbor Elf. Untap. Draw something good. Draw something good. Draw something good. One more Gargaroth. No, Utopia Sprawl. We'll go to combat. Attack you. Oh, these choices are so hard. Oh. Are we sticking with the draw plan? All right, draw. Bloodbraid. Post-combat's awkward, but that's fine. Opponent takes it. Down to 6. Well, spit it to win it. Bloodbraid into Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. Discard it, draw some new cards. 2 lands. That's not a hit. Well, we build a board. Misty Rainforest. Pass the turn. Oh, if we had won that Boggles match, we might be looking at the chance for a 5-0. Opponent. What do you got? What do you got? Gargaroth is coming through. Wow, the comeback from that path. Opponent. Oh, they drew another path. Okay. Well, the path keeps flowing for our opponent. Another Reclaimer. Oh, no. And now our aggression is completely stopped. Opponent passes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. And our opponent's going to get to a Primeval Titan. Oh, no! Dreams are dying again. Oh, boil. Okay. Well, show us. We've drawn so many lands this game. Opponent gets 2 lands. So this is the problem with the Boyle plan, is if they don't have it's a dead card unless they play one specific card in their deck. I still think it's funny, but like, what happens if they just play Primeval Titan and go off and win that way? Like, what can we even do about that? Opponent, Elvish Reclaimer. On the other hand, if they play Dryad, it's sweet. And we're dead. Alright. Well, sure. Oh, no! Oh. Well, we finished with a 3-2, and we got to see Gargaroth be sweet, and we got to see it be not sweet. That game, we drew a lot of lands. That was a huge number of lands. Oh. Opponent's deck looks super cool. I mean, if you like Field of the Dead, it's cool. I think it probably looked cool in our match because we had them Blood Mooned, but I mean, it's basically, normally you're just like getting hit by a million zombies on turn 4 or whatever. But I mean, I guess it's kind of cool in its own way, and it does play some like cool cards. Like Elvish Reclaimer is a cool card, but if you're not getting Blood Moon, it's mostly just like Field of the Dead, Field of the Dead, Field of the Dead. All right. Oh, the land gives protection. Sajiri Steep. Sajiri Steep gives protection from a color, so our opponent just gets to. I don't know why these cards are not popping up, but just gets to give the 9-power Knight of the Reliquary protection from our team, because all of our creatures are red and attack and win. So we get 1 treasure chest. What do we get? Give us a Gargaroth. Gargaroth is like $50 now. Hollowed Fountain. I mean, it's a good one at least, the Dissension one, and Augury Adept. Well, all right. Not a bad treasure chest. So what do we learn about this deck? And Gargaroth, I actually don't know. I'm honestly not sure. We saw it be really sweet and do things that other cards would not do. We also saw it be relatively bad in some scenarios, or at least we saw it just get pathed immediately. And we also saw times where if we had a Glorybringer or something, a Stormbreath Dragon, we would have been getting in damage and stuff. But the power is obviously there, and it is a really nice catch-up mechanism, and that might be one of the best parts about Gargaroth, is burn decks are pretty powerful. Like, it's big enough to, as we saw, trade with Primeval Titans and so forth, and the life gain's relevant against bird, so it does do a little bit of everything. It is sad when it gets pathed, but it actually felt pretty reasonable. I mean, it was already 9 power, and we were at 9 life. I don't think we're going to be able to camel lock. We don't have a super long time left in the stream, and I got to go upload the podcast. So I think, boy, I mean, we can try it, but it will probably be like a game. So we can try it though. We can try it. We'll see. Or it might be better. Yeah, it might be better just to do a game of Momir today. I don't think we have enough time to switch clients and so forth. If you would, Camelot is a deck that we did a deck tech of that was a really janky historic deck that we still got to play at some point. But I think we're gonna have to hold it for another day. So yeah, if you let's do Momir to wrap up. We got enough time to get in a game of Momir. If you would like to play Momir, send me a challenge. I will accept the first challenge. What are you streaming tomorrow? I don't know. Probably Historic tomorrow. I would say. Maybe run Rhythm of the Wild so guards can have faith. Yeah, I think that Rhythm could be sweet. The problem is it's not especially synergistic with the rest of our deck. Like, Bloodbraid Elf already has haste. Klothys isn't always a creature when it comes into play. So I feel like something involving giving Elder Gargaroth haste is probably really good. But I don't think that Rhythm would be especially good if we just stuck it into this deck. But I do like the idea. All right, Momir to wrap things up. It's been a minute. We haven't got to play that much Momir lately. I guess we've been playing a lot of Historic. So yeah, I think I mean, that was actually a pretty good testament to Modern right now. We actually didn't play any Uros. We played a bunch of different matches. We played some really close matches. Like, we had both of our losses were right down to the edge, the end against Boggles, against the Field of the Dead deck. So I think we got to see Modern at its finest. How about playing one Dryad Arbor? Ooh. What would Dryad Arbor do, though? The problem with Dryad Arbor is you always have it in hand when you don't want it, and it gets lightning bolted. I've basically given up on playing it in most decks because that's what always happens to me. So this, if you're not familiar, we're wrapping up with a game of Momir. Momir, the randomist format in Magic. Every turn, so your deck is all lands. You start at 24 life. You get this Momir avatar that starts on the battlefield, which every turn, one time, allows you to pay mana, discard a card, which will be a land because that's your entire deck, and you get a token that's a copy of a random creature that converted mana cost. So our opponent paid 3, discarded a Blades, gets a random 3-drop thanks to Momir, which is Obelisk Spider. We got to play the Hapatra deck at some point in Historic. Maybe I'll see. Does anyone have a sweet Hapatra list for Historic? I think Hapatra is something people have asked for Historic. I also want to do Yarok in Historic at some point. We haven't done that yet. Urborg Drake is okay for now. It's probably going to suicide itself into something eventually, but... Intimidate's blocked by black creature, right? Yeah, so Intimidate doesn't do a whole lot with the Obelisk Spider out. Ooh. Famuko the Lowblood has Bushido X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Creatures your opponents... Oh, no. Oh, that second ability is going to be an issue. Oh, that's actually a really big issue. All of our creatures have to attack each combat? Oh. I've never played against this in Momir before. I think it's gonna kill us. Wizen Snitches. Flying. Players play with the top card of their library revealed. Alright. Fairly useless. Scorpion God is a sweet card. Huh. I'm going to have to try playing this in Commander at some point. This seems like that could be Commander playable. I've never played Famiko. Yeah. So our Intimidator blocked to death. Yeah, always, we're so unlucky. Land on top of our deck, 4 lands in hand. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, Alexi is also an insane Bob. Oh, man. Our opponent's getting some Momir All-Stars here if they have blue mana. So we're just going to keep smashing into our opponent's stuff. Tarok's Bladewing. Okay. Well, here we come. Coming for ya. Any chance for a 2020 against odds Psy Forge Master deck? Who we gotta revisit some more some more old decks at some point. Opponent blocks with a spider. Puts a counter on our snitches. Just open my 6 boosters on Arena from seasonal rewards. 2 Gadrak, 2 Brash Taunter, 2 Animal Sanctuary. Ouch. that is about as bad as it gets. I guess Gadrak is a little playable. Could play a Miko deck with Hasters, so you're constantly getting to attack unblocked. Yeah, it seems like it would probably be best in some sort of aggro deck like that. Pota, it's a 17, add passes. Well, spin the happy good times wheel. Sharding Sphinx. Yup, here we go. I mean, normally this would be a pretty good draw. We've hit all flyers, but our opponent has the forced attack and the spider, which is eating away our board, which is insane. This Obelisk Spider's been so good. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit, like, a little bit unfortunate naming. I don't know. You have to think that there's probably be some middle schoolers giggling about the name of Sharding Sphinx. I don't know why Wizards didn't. Maybe we need to do a weirdest card name video headlined by Sharding Sphinx. Found it, Chancellor. Here, wow, that makes. All right, yeah. Oh, we're dying very quickly. All right, so we have 1 turn to hit Platinum Angel, I guess. There's not a whole... Let's play the island. We're dying anyway. There's not a whole lot that gets us out of this at the moment. Platinum Angel? Kemba's Legion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yup, all right. I mean, I guess we got to tag with everything anyway, so we're doubly, triply dead. We finished our Gargaroth Moon League, and we're just doing a viewer game of Momir to wrap things up for. Maybe everyone that makes it even worse if everyone just giggles at it. Then Wizards probably should have realized. Was sharding a thing when it was named? I mean, I assume so. I don't think that's a... Shards of Alara wasn't that long ago. Mountain for our opponent. I'll play a Swamp. Make a 2-drop. Which is... Ooh, Gemite Sliver. That's a good one. Oh, also, so... Stream stuff. Spoilers start tomorrow. That means Sigiled Cast Sorcerer. Not super good. That means that we're gonna miss Monday's stream next week for sure. Maybe the week after. Not 100% sure yet. Why do you decide to put Gargaroth in that Blood Moon deck? Any reason? I mean, Gargaroth, I want to see how sweet Gargaroth was in Modern. People have been... I didn't build that deck from scratch. Someone else had played it. And it's the Gargaroth that caught my eye. And I was actually very curious how good it was going to be. Last time I played Momir, my opponent did a 1-drop and hit Desperate Shaman. That was 4 years ago. I haven't played since. Yeah, that's frustrating because making a 1-drop is... Making a 1-drop is almost 100% incorrect. I think it is. Just straight up, like, incorrect. Now, discard an island. Bone-clad Necromancer. Getting all this weird graveyard stuff. Hopefully our opponent does not hit any wizards. Oh, they already have their wizard tribal. Opponent's wizard tribal. Making a 0-drop is probably worse than a 1-drop. Actually, it might not be, because you could hit Dryad Arbor. So it actually might be, if you're thinking of making a 1-drop, you're probably better off. You're probably better off just making a 0. Oh my goodness, come on now. Come on. Oh no. No. Oh, and it's a wizard. Wow. And it was a wizard too for the Sage of Fables. Dreams of Ashiok has the Momir gods on their side today, for sure. Wow. The whole one-sided board wipe. And now we're going to have to... Yeah, we got to skip a drop. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. What are the chances? I had an opponent hit Reese and copy his whole board in Arena. Yeah, Reese can be pretty. Anything that involves tokens is great because they're token copies. Swarm of Bloodfies. Whenever another creature dies, put a counter on it. There's rumors of something a little bit like this coming in Zendikar, but more competitively costed. Alright, we get Exalted. I mean, we're still in this. We're not just straight up out of it. As bad as that was, losing our Mana Dork and getting 3 for 0'd, but... Honored Hydra. Did this make it Amonkhet Remastered? I kind of think it didn't. This one missed the boat somehow. Brought me pleasure to sell my Momir avatar. Momir is a format that it's very fun in small doses. That's been my experience. It's super fun, but it will also get super frustrating at points because it is incredibly random, which is part of why it's fun. Boy, we're hitting a lot of stuff that doesn't matter. Can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Guile, come on now. Alright, what whammy does our... I appreciate our opponent's basic land choices, I will say. Opponent has some good basic lands all around. Oh, these are like all on my list of favorite basic lands. Very good, very good. It would be cool if they just left Momir on Arena as like a casual game mode, so we could do... Actually, can you challenge each other to Momir on Arena? Wow, this has been a blowout. So we're right back to the place where we need to hit like a Platinum Angel, Mass Bounce, Bounce Kraken, something like that. Platinum Empyrean, I guess it would be. 8-drop is Hearthgage Giant. Well, I guess maybe this gives us enough creatures to block for a turn. Flameblade Adept is one of the big things that was missing from Amonkhet Remastered. Adorn Pouncer. There's actually, like, by number, quite a few cards. Although... Oh, no. Whoa, this is also just lethal. Wow. Well, that was the Momir beatdown of beatdowns, Dream of Ashiok. Holy Momiring. Frank Sanity. Hopefully Wizards finds a way to get them on the client, because we're going to need them eventually. We're going to need them. So you can run Ways, but I don't think it's worth running Ways. I think the amount of times you'll hit something where colorless mana in specific manners, it's basically just Eldrazi. So the odds of hitting something where it matters is very, very small. There's only a few cards, let's say, in all of Magic that matter. On the other hand, the amount of times where you have Waste and it potentially keeps you from, I don't know, activating something with colored mana, that I think is going to outweigh the benefits of it. You can run a couple just on the off chance. I think it's just if you're only running a couple, the odds of you hitting something that cares about it and drawing one of your couple in the same game is just pretty small. So I don't do it, but you can do it if you want to. Wow. So what do we learn today? We got the ultimate Momir beatdown. Just absolutely, extremely beatdown. Very impressive. Very good game. Very good game. The beatdown for sure. And then, I mean, Gargaroth is sweet. I want to explore Gargaroth more. I hope, what I would love to see, my dream for post-rotation standard, is cards like Gargaroth and Baneslayer being good. That would be the absolute best outcome if we could end up in a situation where that style of threat was actually good in the format. That would make me super duper happy. So we'll see. We will find out more very shortly because spoiler season is starting tomorrow. So good news is I'm going to go upload the podcast. We will be back streaming 25-ish hours from now. In the meantime, there's a Sweet Modern Budget Magic tonight. There'll be a spoiler video tomorrow. You can find all that on the YouTube channel. You can also find all the old streams on the Replay YouTube channel. And one more reminder that our stream today was sponsored by the ever awesome Card Kingdom. And maybe you got to pre-order your Zendikar Rising cards. Maybe you want to pre-order Zendikar Rising. Maybe you got to get some Double Masters. You can get them all over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out and having some fun with Modern today. Gargarothing, Momering. We'll be back tomorrow, probably playing Historic, not 100% sure. We'll have spoilers to talk about. So until then, have a spectacular night. Y'all are amazing. We got a raid going in just a minute, so stick around to say hello. So have a wonderful night, everyone. A great Monday, a great Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, have a great one, and I will talk to you soon.